So, you're looking at applying for an Australian visa? Then you've definitely come across the health requirement. And let's be real, it can be a major source of stress. It feels confusing, a lot is on the line. So in the next few minutes, we're going to break it all down. What it is, why it exists, and how you're assessed, all coming straight from the official source.
But what does meeting the health requirement really mean? You know, it's a lot more than just a quick checkup. So let's dive into the specifics so you know exactly what to expect.
First things first, let's tackle the biggest question of all. Why does this requirement even exist? I promise, it's not just there to make your life harder. Understanding the why is actually the key to getting through the whole process.
And here it is, the core reason right from the Department of Home Affairs. It's all about protecting and maintaining one of the best health systems on the planet. This isn't just a rule, it's a fundamental policy to keep that standard high for everyone.
Okay, so that's the big picture goal, maintaining standards. But how does that actually play out in policy? Well, the government's entire approach is built on three main pillars. Each one tackles a different, specific concern. Let's break them down.
So the government's thinking here really comes down to three things. Number one, protect the community from public health risks, like tuberculosis. Makes sense. Number two, keep a lid on public spending for health and community services. And number three, make sure that services that are already in short supply stay available for Australian citizens and permanent residents.
Now pay close attention because this next point catches so many people by surprise. The health requirement might not just be about you. It can actually be extended to your family members. And get this, even if they have no plans to migrate with you. This is an absolutely critical detail that changes from visa to visa, so you have to check the specific rules for your application.
All right, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the what. What exactly do you need to show to meet this health standard? It's very, very specific.
Really, it all boils down to these two main tests. Your health assessment has to show that you're free from any condition that would either create a significant cost for the community or be likely to prejudice access to scarce services.
Let's zoom in on that second point, prejudicing access. That's the official term, and what it really means is putting extra strain on resources that are already stretched thin. Think about things like organ transplants or dialysis, services where there's often a waiting list. The assessment looks at whether your condition would add to that pressure.
So, with all that on the table, who actually makes this incredibly important decision? It's not the person looking at your visa paperwork. The medical side of things is handled by a special medical authority.
So yeah, who has the final say in all this?
The official medical opinion comes from someone called a medical officer of the Commonwealth, or MOC for short. These are doctors who are specifically appointed by the government to provide these impartial assessments.
And the MOC follows a very strict step-by-step process. First, they look at the results from your health exams. But then, and this is so important, they consider the services a hypothetical person with the same condition would probably need. This keeps it objective, you see. It's not just about you. From there, they give their advice to the department on those three key things: public health risk, cost, and any impact on scarce services.
Now we get to what might be the most crucial part of this whole thing, understanding what the MOC is not allowed to consider. There are very clear, very strict boundaries on what goes into their assessment. This is the line in the sand you really need to understand. The MOC is focused only on your medical condition and the potential effect it could have on Australia's public services. That's it. What they absolutely cannot, under any circumstances, take into account are your personal circumstances. This means your wealth, your ability to pay for your own treatment, or even if you have the best private health insurance money can buy, none of it makes a difference to their assessment.
Let me say it one more time just to be crystal clear. The assessment is about the potential impact of a medical condition on the public system. It has absolutely nothing to do with your personal bank account.
So you see, while the health requirement can feel deeply personal, the actual assessment is designed to be purely systematic. It's all about protecting a public system for everyone. Knowing this, and especially knowing what doesn't count, is really your best tool for getting through this process. So be prepared, be thorough, and focus on the criteria that actually matter.